Hey there, financial advisor, pay attention. What's in here just may save your firm. As if being a financial advisor wasn't hard enough, imagine coming into your office on a normal day. You open up your mail and find something from the Treasury's Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. It turns out you're not in compliance with the Corporate Transparency Act. You're now facing thousands of dollars in fines and possible prison time. Plus, your reputation is now at stake and you didn't do anything wrong. Or at least you didn't know you did anything wrong. And in order to not become one of many financial firms that are going to get caught with their pants down because of the Corporate Transparency Act, you'll need to answer some crucial questions. Now, I spent time going through it and I'm going to show you what you need to know to keep yourself out of trouble and in compliance so that you can continue serving your clients with no interruptions. Let's get started. Hey there, it's Dom with the RIA Launch Academy, founder and master of the 10 steps to a six-figure financial services firm. I help my clients break away from the broken dealer. And today we're going to show you how to comply with the Corporate Transparency Act. So what is the Corporate Transparency Act? Plain and simple, it's a way to crack down on fraudulent business activity. Now, it kind of reminds me of the Patriot Act. When 9/11 happened, there was a lot of different things that happened in the financial sector. And the Know Your Client and anti-money laundering, all these different things popped up out of that. Now that you have to do all those things, they're adding another layer on top of that. And what's its purpose? Well, as the law was passed, it's going to help to avoid the type of fraud we see in financial services businesses. When people just up and pop up and do an LLC, then we're going to find out what that business is really all about through the Corporate Transparency Act. And that's the reason why it falls under the jurisdiction of the Treasury and the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. Now, who does this affect? Just about all businesses that don't satisfy one of the 23 exemptions in this act. If you're an RIA owner and your firm is structured as an LLC, you'll want to pay close attention because I thought when I read this thing, I was in the clear, but I was wrong. I'll be answering a viewer question later on that owns an RIA towards the end of this, so stay tuned. Speaking of RIAs, this is actually a very, very good topic regarding financial advisors that are looking to launch. I've got a 10-step guide that goes into way more details on the steps you'll need to take and how you can be well on your way to a six-figure launch for your firm. This free guide has the step-by-step formula I've used to launch several firms in less than 90 days. Be sure you look down in the description to get your copy of this download. Okay, let's keep going because I want you to understand what I almost missed that could have gotten my firm shut down and cost me thousands. Now, for how you avoid being fined and the prison time that is attached to not being in compliance, there are two ways to do this that I want to cover before we get to our viewer question. The first is to comply with the law. Here's the deal. There are two sets of deadlines for this requirement. The clock will start ticking on January 1st, 2024 for all non-exempt companies. You will have until January 1st of 2025 if you're a company that's already in existence. So if you've already done your limited liability company, you are on the clock until January 2025. But what if you haven't launched your LLC? If you're launching a new company, you have only 30 days from when your registration becomes effective. This is very important. The second way to avoid prison time and possible fines is to qualify for a filing exemption. How does that happen? Well, this is the case if, and this is a big if you are both an RIA owner and registered with the SEC or the Securities Exchange Commission. If you're only registered at the state level, even multiple states, then you will not qualify for the exemption. Now for our viewer question. Let's go through the big reveal here and see what we got. Okay, we've got Owen from Utah that says, I'm thinking of launching my RIA in July of this year. How does this new rule apply to me? Well, Owen, first of all, thank you for your question. And after you are registered at the state level in Utah and you're doing business, you have 30 days to comply, as I said earlier, or you'll be subject to fines and prison time. So I hope this helps, and thanks again for the question. Now that you know how the Corporate Transparency Act affects financial advisors, you now need to know what other workflows you should be putting in place in 2024 to help your business double what you did in 2023. And I've created an entire video that you may be interested in. You can click the video that's on your screen now to watch it, and feel free to binge. I'm Dominique, and I'll see you in the next video.